So in this video, we're going to talk about PlayStation Plus Extra. We're going to talk about the different genres and games that are in this tier. I'll make a separate video about what's offered in the premium tier. But let's start with the featured. We got Hollow Knight. I've heard that one's pretty good. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. That one I've actually played quite a bit. Super long game, but I recommend it if you like Assassin's Creed. Blasphemous. I don't know what that is. Doom. We've all heard of Doom. That one's pretty good. Far Cry 3. That's pretty much one of the games that kicked off the Far Cry franchise. Well, at least for me, from 3 and on, they were pretty good. South Park. I've heard those are funny games if you're into South Park. I've never personally played them, but I've heard they're good. Ghost Runner, I've heard is good. Final Fantasy. I've never been a Final Fantasy guy, but if you're into that, then obviously you'll like it or enjoy it. Outer Wilds. This sounds like a game that everybody played. For some reason, I have yet to play it, but I heard it's pretty good. Gravity Rush 2. I haven't even played the first one, so I can't tell you much about that one, but it's offered here. Celeste. That one, I think everyone's heard of it. It's pretty good as well. Enter the Gungeon. I've never played it, but I heard good things about it as well. Warhammer. I know they have like 20,000 games of these, so I'm assuming they're good if they keep coming out. People keep buying it. Frostpunk. Don't know what that is, but it's here. Injustice 2. Fighting game. If you like it. If you like DC characters, there you go. XCOM strategy game. You got Hotline Miami 2. I've never played it, but I heard good things about it too. Children of Morta. Raiden 5 Director's Cut. Don't know what that is, but it's there. And Disgaea 5. I'm assuming if they're on the 5th one, then it might be pretty good too. That's on the featured side. If you go to the action side, you have Spider-Man Miles Morales. I actually owned this game prior to getting this tier. But obviously, if you like the first Spider-Man, you're most likely going to like this second one. Or 1.5, I guess. That one we went over already. Demon Souls, if you're a Souls born type of game fanatic, then you'll probably enjoy that. Ghost of Tsushima, I heard that one's really good too. I'm excited to play that one. Red Dead Redemption 2, obviously a masterpiece. Guardians of the Galaxy, I heard this was pretty good. I heard a lot of people liked it, but unfortunately not a lot of people actually bought it. Or at least that's what I heard. Spider-Man, the first Spider-Man. So if you haven't played this one, you should definitely play this one first. Death Stranding, you got the director's cut and the regular PS4 version. I highly recommend Death Stranding because I've heard nothing but good things about it. The First Horizon, excellent game. It's an RPG. You'll love it. God of War, one of the best games for the PlayStation 4 as well. Control, I've heard really good things about it. For Honor, I guess it has like a very dedicated fan base. I've never actually played it, but I heard good things about that one too. Friday the 13th, the game, I've heard good things about it too. I think it's similar to Dead by Daylight. If you've heard of that game, I heard it's pretty good. Saints Row the Third Remastered. I think it's kind of like Grand Theft Auto. Never played one of the Saints Row games, but you know, it's there for you. They got, well, I guess PS5, PS4, and just PS4 version. Human Fall Flat. I don't think I played this one. Days Gone. I thought it was an excellent game. I know at launch it was buggy, but I highly recommend it. Batman, the third one, Arkham Knight, or technically the fourth one if you count. I forget the name of that Batman that came out. That was not made by Rocksteady. But anyways, I've yet to play it, but if it's anything like the first two, I highly recommend it. This is one of the classics, I think. I think it might have came out on PS3 at some point, or I think it came out first, but I heard really good things about it. Stranded Deep, I don't know what this game's exactly about. I don't know if you play as the shark or the people, because I know there's a shark game that I'm going to cover here soon. Infamous Second Son, if you played any Infamous games, these are always pretty a good time. Payday 2, I don't think I played the first one either, but I think this is a co-op or multiplayer online game. If you're into I don't know if it's. I think it's for a first-person shooter game. Maneater. That I know for a fact you play the shark in this one, and I heard really good things about it. So definitely gonna be checking that one out. That one I already talked about. Talked about Mafia 3, definitive edition. I haven't played any of the Mafia games. I'm assuming they're kind of like the Grand Theft Auto games. I may be wrong, but Blasphemous Wounds of the Eventide. Don't know what that is, so I can't tell you. Until Dawn, I actually played this for a little bit. It wasn't really for me. I might need to try it a second time, but it felt a little bit outdated for me. But it's kind of like an interactive experience. Far Cry 4, well, I heard I didn't play the fourth one, but I heard it was just more of the same. I mean, if you've played a Far Cry game, I think you kind of get the gist of it. So I heard it's really good too. Dark Pictures Anthology. I think these are the same people that made Until Dawn. So if you are into like those type of horror or scary games, and you'll definitely like that. Ghost Runner I covered. Hello Neighbor. I think it has like a little bit of the creepy side to it, but if you're into that, then I recommend it. NBA 2K Playgrounds 2. I actually played this for a little while, but I thought it was very grindy to unlock the players that you wanted. It's fun for a little bit, but I thought it was just way too grindy to get the players that you wanted. Secret Neighbor, I'm assuming it's kind of some kind of expansion to Hello Neighbor. I haven't played it. Dead Cells, I heard it's really good. I'm not really into those type of games, but hey, if you're into that, you should check it out. Infamous First Light is downloadable. I think it was like downloadable content or I don't know if it was like a 1.5 of the infamous Second Son game. Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, I heard really good things about it too. The Last Guardian, I think this game was in development for like 10 years, and somehow it's not awesome. I heard decent things about it, but not a generation defying game by any means of the imagination. Gravity Rush 2 I talked about. Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, I think this was just downloadable content from after Far Cry 3 came out. I heard it's pretty good. Eve's Monstrum Nox, I don't know what that is. Sounds like a JRPG. You should check it out if you are into JRPGs. I may be completely wrong, guys. I really don't know what this game's about. Darksiders Genesis. I think there's like 3 or 4 Darksiders games. I heard they're good. I'm not really sure what they're about, but there's that. Warhammer. I think there's a different Warhammer that goes to show there's so many Warhammer games. So you should check that out if you're into those. Elex. Don't know what that is. Looks like some kind of shooting game. Zombie Army 4. I actually played this for a little bit. It was alright. Nothing. I mean, in my opinion, it wasn't that great. Prey. I heard really good things about it, but again, mixed reviews. Some people love it. Some people hate it. But I might check it out at some point. Uncharted 4. If you haven't played this, I highly recommend. First of all, you got to play the trilogy. You got to play all Uncharted's and play this one because this is just an amazing game. Celeste I talked about. Journey to the Savage Planet. Don't know what that is. Warhammer. I think this one I touched on. Vampire. I don't know. I'm assuming it's about vampires. But hey, if you're into that, I guess you can check it out. Ashen. I don't know what that is. Looks interesting from the little picture. Totally Reliable Delivery Service. Don't know what that is, but looks like a fun time. It might be like a co-op game. Medieval. I think this is a classic game. Don't really know much about this series. Darksiders 3, as I touched on, there's people like Darksiders games, so maybe check that out. Dynasty Warriors Empires. Don't know what that is. Uncharted Lost Legacy. This is the only Uncharted game I have yet to play, so I'm kind of excited that this game is available. You got, what is this? Indivisible? I don't know what that is, guys. The Search 2, don't know what that is. Chris Tales. I Am Bread. I think you actually play as a piece of bread. So I might check that out just for the heck of it and maybe live stream it. Observer System Redux, don't know what that is. Knack, I know one of my nephews really loved this game for a while. I know there's a Knack 2 as well, so hey, if you have kids or maybe you want to check it out, I think it's a kid-friendly game. How to Survive 2. I might have played the first one. I'm not sure. It wasn't that great. Warhammer, like I said, there's like 20,000 of these, so they must be all right. Oddworld, I heard that. I think there's some kind of classic game as well. Not really into. I think it's like a platformer game. Warriors All Stars, no idea. The Messenger, I've heard of it, don't know, but I haven't heard either good or bad things about it. Nidhogg, I think this is like a co-op game. You play as, I don't know if they're like almost like little stick figures and you battle each other. This War of Mine, the little ones, I don't know what that is. Fade to Silence, I don't know, but it looks just interesting from that picture. Moonlighter, I like the picture, don't know what that is. Concrete Genie, I've heard really good things about it. You got Wonderful 101, you got Towerful Ascension, you got Tukiden 2, Hotline we talked about Hotline. Origami, I heard this game is awful. So play at your own risk. Earth Defense Force 4.1. Don't know what that is. The Technomancer. I've heard of it, but don't know what it is. Vikings. Trine 4. I didn't know there was Trine 1, 2, and 3. Chicken Police. I really don't know what this is, guys. But hey, it's intriguing to say the least. Mega Dimension Neptunia. Don't know what that is. Gunvolt Chronicles. Graveyard Keeper. I'm assuming you're a keeper of a graveyard. Children of Morta. I think I touched on that one. How to Survive. Storm Warning Edition. So I guess they have the first one and second one. Fury Unleashed. Shadow of the Beast. Modora. Magica 2. Agents of Mayhem. The Search. Victor Brand Overkill Edition. Sundered. Bad North. Rebel Galaxy, Tron, Thomas Was Alone, Gods Will Fall, Black Mirror, Kingdom, New Lands, Mighty Number 9, Eagle Flight, Rad Rogers, Avicii, Invector, Legends of Eternal, Dandara, Trials of Fear Edition, Gianna Sisters, Party Hard, Sign More. Guys, I'm just going through these because I have no idea what these games are. Ace of Seafood, Gal Gunvolt Burst, Malicious Fallon, Rogue Stormer, Seasons After Fall, Electronic Super Joy, Masters of Anima, Entwine. I think I've heard of this one. Whisper Willows and Damascus Gear Operation, and that's your action genre. For sports, if you're into sports, NBA 2K22, right? You know, the whole 2K franchise is really good in basketball. I think NBA Live used to come out many years ago, but 2K just took over since probably the late 2000s. No, like 2000, maybe 6. No, 2007 and above. I think 2K just took over. PGA Tour, if you're into golf, Steep, I heard good things about it. Brings some SSX vibes, I guess, but you can check it out. Golf with your friends, another golf game. Descenders, I think some kind of mountain bike game. Another golf game, but animated. Tennis games, WRC. I don't know if these are simulators like Gran Turismo or if these are more arcadey, like kind of Need for Speed. I think it was probably more like Gran Turismo. More tennis games, Monster Truck, some fishing games if you're into that. Pool, more golf, poker. Oh man, I remember as a kid, for some reason, I was huge into poker. So I might check this out at some point. You got a bicycle game, Tour de France, more fishing games, and more fishing games if you're into fishing. Let's go to adventure. We got Terraria. I heard good things about this. I don't know if I mentioned Detroit, but I heard good things about it. Interactive experience, more of a story-based game with the decisions you make affect like what happens in the game if you're into those types. Little Nightmares. I'm assuming it's some kind of scary game. Outer Wilds talked about. Sniper Elite. Might be some kind of shooting game with some with a good story behind it. I don't know. If it's the fourth one, maybe the first three at some point they were good. Pillars of Eternity. I heard good things about it, but it sounds like the type of game I probably wouldn't play, but hey, check it out if it's your cup of tea. Watch Dogs. I played a little bit of Watch Dogs. I wasn't really into it, the first one, but I think you should at least check it out if you're into open world games, and it brings some interesting ideas. The Long Dark, don't know what that is. Kingdom Come Deliverance, don't know that one. Men of Medan, I think I touched on that. It's kind of like Until Dawn, like scary games. Call of Tulu, I don't know. I never played that. Lego, all the Lego games, I feel like most of them are the same. But if you like the Lego movie, then the video game's based off of that. Witchwood, The Artful Escape, Kingdom Two Crowns, Apsu, Brothers, Soma, Shenmue 3. I think some people made a huge deal about Shenmue, but I never played them. Not really interested. Harvest Moon. You got Windbound, Telling Lies. I don't know what that is. Might be some kind of interactive experience. Last Stop. You got Ghost of a Tale, Last Day of June, Lost Words Beyond the Page, Deliver Us the Moon. This is the Police, Observation, Kona, Agatha, Christine. I don't know what these games are. Vanishing of Ethan Carter. I don't know if that came out on mobile, if I'm confusing that with a different game. We got the Turing Test. This is the Police. I don't know what that is. Minute. Interesting way they spell that. Virginia. Jotun. Valhalla Edition. I Am Dead. Adrift. Transference. Hue. The Book of Unwritten Tales. Leo's Fortune. Too Dark. Nightmares from the Deep. Pixel Piracy. And Joe Devers Lone Wolf Console Edition. Man, that's a long name. All right, so that was the top genres. Let's go to shooters. Returnal, probably the game I'm most excited to play. I'll probably be coming out with a series on this channel. Rancher, don't know what that is. Shadow Warrior 3, Doom, I touched on. Unturned, Shadow Warrior, Killzone Shadowfall. There's a lot of Killzone games that came out in the PS3 era. I think even PS2 era. But Killzone Shadowfall, I think that was a console launch game for the PS4. So I might check that out. Homefront, Space Hulk, Deathwing, Wolfenstein. I heard those are good games. I think this is the first one. Alienation, Retype Final 2, Raiden 5 Director's Cut, Foreclosed, Resogun. I think this is a launch game for PS4 as well. I heard good things about it. Get Even. Actually, the people that made Resogun made the game up here, Returnal. So I think if you play Resogun first, you'll kind of see it. Get Even, Asta Breed, Caladarius Blaze, Matterfall. I like the name of that game, Matterfall. I might check that out. Wild Guns Reloaded, Space Junkies, Spitlings, Killzone Shadowfall, Intercept, Online Co-op Action. I don't know if it's kind of like an extension of this Killzone Shadowfall game or what. Tool Genso Rondo, Bullet Ballad. Does not sound like something I want to play. Driving and Racing. Got Monster Jam 2, The Crew, Trackmania, Overpass, Destruction All-Stars. I think this game's actually... A lot of people are requesting it for it to go free to play, but I've heard good things about it. I know it's free on PlayStation Plus for a while. Maybe when it launched. Carmageddon. You got Hot Shot Racing, Trials Rising, Trials Fusion. These games are fun. Truck Racing, Isle of Man, TT Isle of Man, Right on the Edge 2, Rock of Ages 3, Make and Break. Wasn't there a movie called Rock of Ages? Danger Zone, Skydrift Infinity, DCL The Game, Grip, and Trials of the Blood Dragon. Oh wait, I just clicked on that. RPGs. Talked on Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut. Definitely one you want to check out. World of Final Fantasy. Man, they got all the Final Fantasy games here. Death and Request, Final Fantasy 15 Royal Edition, Disaster Report, Bound by Flame, The Missing, JJ Macfield, and Your Title's Too Long, Child of Light, Battle Chases, Night War, Dragon Star, Varnir, This guy at 5, I think I talked about that already. Knights of Azure, Knights of Azure 2, Dark Rose Valkyrie, Ash of Gods, Redemption, Torkel, Shinus, The Lightning Kingdom. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that. Something Sigma, The Witch and the 100, Omega Quintet. And puzzle. You got Tricky Towers. You got Kiwi. Chess Ultra if you're into chess. I don't even know how to play that game, but I think I learned it at some point and I forgot it already. Valiant Hearts. You got Death Square. Sparkle Unleashed. Mahjong. Marvel Puzzle Quest. Bound. Relicta. Enigmatis. Gabuchi. Jump Jet Rex. Velocibox. Fluster Cluck. Res Infinite and Tetris Effect Connected. I heard really good things about this, especially if you're into Tetris. I think it's really good. Last genre, so kids and family. Overcooked 2. This is this is a really good game. If you've never played Overcooked, I recommend playing the first one, especially co-op. But you probably want to strangle whoever you're playing with because it requires a lot of attention, a lot of communication to succeed, especially in the later rounds. But definitely check it out. It's a cooking game. It's really fun with, especially 4 people. You can do it with 2 people. With 4 people, man, it's really fun. Slime Rancher, Little Big Planet, another co-op game. Highly recommend it. If you haven't played the first 2, they're pretty good too. Batman Lego, Moving Out. I think Moving Out is a little bit like Overcooked, or maybe a lot of it. I haven't played it, but it's also like a co-op game where you got to work as a team to basically, I think you're like part of a moving company and you got to move furniture into your truck or something like that. Little Big Workshop. I don't know. It looks interesting. Don't know what it is. Cartoon Network Battle Crashers. I'm assuming it's some kind of fighting game with Cartoon Network characters. Tearaway, Goosebumps, Infinite Mini Golf, Clouds, and Sheep 2, Harvest Moon I talked about. Pile Up, Bubsy, I don't know what that is. El Hijo, A Wild West Tale. Don't know what that is, but I'm assuming it's set in Mexico or something like that, based on how he was dressed. Fighting games. We got Naruto Shippuden. I don't know, might be saying it completely wrong. Ninja Storm 4. Mortal Kombat. Everybody knows what Mortal Kombat is. Injustice 2 I talked about. Soul Calibur. Man, there's a lot of Soul 6 games of these. I haven't played a single one. Absolver. Redeemer. Brawlout. 9 Monkeys of Shaolin. Dead or Alive 5. Power Rangers. Did not know there was a Power Rangers game. And Mitsurugi Kamui Hikai. Almost there, guys. Simulation. You got City Skylines, Car Mechanic, Lawn Mowing Simulator. There's actually a game where you can simulate mowing your lawn. I might actually check it out and maybe live stream this game. Mud Runner, XCOM 2, I talked about. Romance of the Three Kingdoms. 13. Oh man, there's 12 of these. Or 13, I guess, right now. Tropical 5, Ember, Surgeon Simulator. So if you want to be a surgeon but didn't want to go to school, this could be a chance to play this game. Bee Simulator. Interesting. Dungeons 2. And last category, strategy. Evil Genius 2, World Domination. Don't know what that's about. Stellaris, Console Edition. Don't know. Empire of Sin, Frostpunk. I talked about that, I think. Planetfall, Age of Wonders, Planetfall. Grand Ages, Medieval, Surviving Mars, For the King, Prison Architect. Desperados 3, John Wick Hex. I did not know there was a John Wick game. Risk, Urban Assault, Necromunda, yet another zombie defense. So I'm assuming it's a tower defense game. Defense Grid 2, Star Trek Bridge Crew, Bomber Crew, Space Hulk Tactics, Townsmen, A Kingdom, Rebuilt, 8-Bit Armies, Through the Darkest of Time, and Connect Tank. You also have the Ubisoft Classics or Ubisoft Plus Classics. A lot of these games I already mentioned, but just there's a few that I don't think were in the one I showed you. The Crew 2, I don't know if the Crew 1 was already one of the ones I showed you. South Park, the second one. You got The Division, excellent game. I highly recommend it. You can play by yourself, with people. It's just an awesome game. You got Starlink Battle for Atlas Digital Edition. These games I already went over. Child of the Light, I heard it's pretty good. Zombie, I played this for a very little bit. Original Wii U game, but I mean it's alright. If you're into zombies, then you might like it. But I'm into zombies, and I thought it was alright. Not the greatest. You got Trackmania. Oh, I talked about Trackmania. I think I actually played this before, so I do recommend Trackmania. Or maybe I'm thinking of Tabletop Racing. I don't know. If you're a racing fan, then you should play this. Transference, Valiant Hearts, Star Trek. You got Risk. Wasn't this a board game? Eagle Flight. I think we talked about that fishing game. I think we talked about Space Junkies and Werewolves Within. So just a few extras. But yeah. I believe that's all the games in this PlayStation Plus Extra. Here it talks about the must-play games, and these games are obviously in the PlayStation Plus Extra. Yeah, so it's a lot of games. If you already have PlayStation Plus, and you haven't played most of these games like me, then I highly recommend you get it because it's a great value. If you were to get like one of these, like Returnal or Ghost of Tsushima, you're probably spending upwards of anywhere from $40 to $70 just on one game. And if you upgrade, more than likely it's probably gonna be like a $30 to $40 upgrade from your current tier. So I think it's really good value. If you're one of those gamers that just buys everything as soon as it comes out, then maybe not because you probably played most of these. But I think you can still find value here. I'll make another video talking about the classics on the premium tier. And thanks for watching.